Okay, here's a little clip of a lot of things that are in here, and I'll give you any commentary. This is a working champion challenge sewing machine from the 60s. Sears, works fine. This is a 1920 Singer in its case. Got a fan, got one of those swamp fans that blow cool mist, some reissue Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin posters, plates, Calgary Stampeders stuff, scale, some heat machine that's Chinese, they sell for $600. Pretty nice. Bunch of pennants, nice old vintage piece. And some photos. This one is by Paul Peel. I think it's a print. Really nice chrome fan with a chrome base, heavy, really nice. This is a silk hand done tapestry. More pennants. This is a 1920s tube radio phonograph record cutter that it's got a microphone in it, and this weight somewhere goes over on top of the needle, and you put a disc on there and it actually cuts a record while you're playing. It is tube and it needs to be hooked up. All the parts are there, but it needs to be wired from there to the top of the turntable. In the office, we've got tons of framed pictures and prints, quite a few of them actually. A lot of movie posters, original. That's these things here. There's an easel. It's kind of interesting. It's a automated horse. It does all kinds of stuff when you walk by it. It's motion sensitive. It's pretty cool. It wags its tail and does stuff like that. Runs on C-cells. Kids love it. And let's just turn that off. And a lava lamp. A lot of Northwest Coast art, quite a bit actually, and we will start here. A lot of Ben House, the originals. This framed poster is from 1967, a club in Davie Street, and has Seeds of Time. This is a Peter Beadle and his portraits himself. He's an Australian artist, sell for about $600. These are post-impressionist, and they've got a gallery label on the back of them. More Northwest Coast. This is from the 50s, from print from New York guy. Forget about the Bateman because no one likes those. Northwest Coast original. One is Stephanie Q-Step, one's Ben Housty. Another print. These are Alanos prints, and that's 3 there. They sell for $600 in a gallery. This sells for about $500. This is a Whitehead. That's another one of Alanos. There's 3 of Alanos there. There's Z-Clays of Alanos. This is a rattle actually. This is a canoe by Corey LaRocque. There's a pair of these 1960s tulip chairs in great shape. Maybe the upholstery is a little ratty. This is a 26-inch monitor with speakers. This is a 24-inch monitor. Got 2 printers. One's a color laser printer with brand new cartridges in it. The other's black and white laser printer. Another Ben Housty original. It's about 30 inches long. Some prints. Stephanie Q-Step. More prints. More prints. Some Ben Housty originals on canvas. There's quite a few of those. Those are Stephanie Q-Steps there. Some Matthew James carvings down here. They go up on the stand. This is a Carl Simeon carving. Corey LaRocque. These are, I believe, girdle Christensen. And more Stephanie Kua steps, an old 1970s print, another Christensen, Carl Simeon carving, 1960s humidity thing. This is kind of neat. It's a, see how the wheels move on it? It's a store display for models. Another Corey LaRocque. This one is articulated by a rope that pulls down. Some knives, toy cars, number of toys, medals, 1960s Batmobile, some other cool stuff in there. Keep going, 1964 Beatles canvas print, kind of neat funky record. Philips stereo is very cool. Another Carl Simeon. This pile of pennants are all British Columbia. There must be over 100 of them just from places in BC. I don't think any two are the same. And so that's this part of it. Now we'll go to the back part and see what we have here. There is a photo light table. It's got a roll on the back for a backdrop, and then it's got a glass on a metal frame, and there's a set of 3 photo lights there for taking pictures. Trolley, CFL football, number of sports collectibles. This is 2002 Hershey Cup. Some other things. There's a metal cabinet there for paint. This is a custom made metal, almost full size, and you can see it kind of all bolted together in the back. Metal filing cabinet. Nice tool bench. There's actually a pair of them. There's that one, and then another one here. Of course, you get Shell Buzzy. He's about 7 foot tall. That's kind of cool. It's about 10 Chairman Mao busts like this. They're all brand new in the box from Urban Barn. Number of posters, and a lot of them are blacklight posters from the 60s and 70s. There's also stripper type posters. It's an artist easel, Celtic cedar box. There's a number of IKEA shelves. They light up. They've got a light inside and mount to the wall. Very cool. This is a luggage rack from a 1908 car to fit in the back where the rumble seat is. A pair of Bose speakers, Yamaha keyboard, bongo drum, M Audio, number of LPs, records. Oops. This is a, as you can see, there's just buckets and buckets of them. Even at $1 a piece, there's about $800 worth of records here. Bunch there, more there. Those are all 45s in here, and 78s. See, there's books, antique books. There's a whole section of Femme Fatale magazines here. Those are very collectible. Sony stereo. A really nice workbench here. It's got a really thick rubber top, and it's great for shipping and packing. Paint sprayer. Number of miscellaneous tools, drills, heat sealers. Number of miscellaneous small tools and fittings and things like that. A number of Swarovski crystal t-shirts. They're mostly women's size small and in mint condition. Some have never been worn, and they're very attractive. The retail on those is around $80. This is a Mark Sawyer original oil painting, approximately 5 foot by 4 foot, maybe even 6 foot. Its retail value is about $1,000. You can get the fire extinguishers. They were just serviced. Macrame bags, some antique vintage tripods. Back here, you've got a number of, I don't know what you call them, gothic, mystical figures, collectibles, things like that. Bunch of other stuff, DVD player, more mythical figures. There's a pair of studio monitors here, some tweeters, 100-watt power amp, vintage microphones. There's an old tube ham radio back there. There's a computer speaker bass and sub system. A bunch of vintage toys, McDonald's and things like that. Muppets. This is an older one. Some vintage Nikes there. These are Vans, brand new. And what else do we have? Some guitar amps. Got a Specialized bike with 28-inch wheels. Game chess set, 6-in-1. Some more mythical type stuff. Old 1890s coffee grinder. This hair flattener is about $150. There's an old Celtic pine box. Some games. Microscope. Some DVDs. A book. Vintage old German vacuum cleaner, quite collectible. Those are shoe covers for industrial, little miniature scale, collector plate. There's a pair of these, they're worth around $60 each. Some more computer games, rubber gloves, miscellaneous stuff. There are lots of old vintage models. There's a Mighty Python collectible. There's a sub with a 500-watt amp. There's a couple of vintage hockey games. There's one there and another one there. These are all those Canuck posters. I'll show them to you in a sec, but there's quite a few of them, and they sell for about, in garage sale and things like that, around $20 each, and there's quite a few of them. Here's an example, like 90s Canucks where the team picture was on them, as you can see. And there's also Toronto. Hey, they're in the playoffs. And Calgary when Quinn was on there. There's an accordion, working fine. A motorcycle luggage rack. A whole bunch of stripper boots in pretty well excellent condition. Even a pair of stripper gloves here. Tube radio, turntable, hums. A mixer, some wireless microphone stuff, some mint JVC stereo. I know there's a cassette deck with it, but also the stereo. Hardly used at all, and actually includes the original boxes. Got some guitar cases. Got another old vintage, probably 1910, 1920s accordion. Needs a little work. There's a Vaughn hockey glove. There's a wig. Light, some industrial stuff. Yeah, it goes on and on. There's about 20 marionette puppets with little kind of sticks and strings and stuff like that for puppet shows. There's a guitar, some wading boots, restaurant plates. Yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff actually. So up there, a couple of toys up here. This is an old Star Wars collectible. Some books, more vintage books. Some are from 1890s, 1910. In that range, here's a newspaper from 1810. Oil painting, some comic stuff, a lot of collectibles and paper, imperial or whatever they call it. Here's a number of really good hardcover books. Toys, Batman, sunglasses. Yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff, and we want to move it all in one fell swoop. So best offer we get this week takes it all. We even consider trades for whatever, musical instruments, cars, whatever you think you want to separate with. More than welcome to make an appointment. Come view everything. There's an old compressor. It's old, but it works fantastic. Yeah, and come make your offer, okay? Thanks.